Progress isn't what you gain, it's what survives the strain. I built my strength where no one sees, in quiet hours on tired knees, and failures whisper through the breeze, and lessons taught by freeze. They want flash, I want grind. They chase goals, I refine. They seek rest, I align their edge, mine. The weight don't care for pride or name, and knows who quits and knows who came to live for truth, not for acclaim. To find the self within the flame. They talk loud, I stay still. They want praise, I want will. They chase ease, I instill their drift. My uphill, pain's no villain. It's a God, it strips away the fear inside. It breaks the mask we used to hide and leaves the strength we can't divide. They stop when it burns too deep. I rise when others sleep. They sow, I reap their silence. My key beats don't repeat. The same test twice to show up once to pay the price. No bargains, tricks or sacrifice. Just motion cold as ice. They want now, I want known. They chase crowd, I'm alone. They want help, I've grown and finished my zone. I've learned to grind ain't loud or fast. It's patient, stubborn, built to last. It lives in pain, so pass it, never the mask. They measure time, I measure tone. They follow, I've flown. They need proof, I've shown their sprint. My own, the mirror's not my competition. This reflection turned ignition. Each flaw becomes a mission. Each bruise, ambition. They see comfort, I see cost. They play games, I stay lost in purpose. Exhaust, they stop my frost. The world won't clap for quiet grind. It's made for those who fall behind, but strength is forged in that confined, where no one sees the mind. They talk peak, I build base. They seek shortcut, I chase pace. They want finish, I embrace the endless race. I stood where nothing moved but breath, where time felt long, where doubt was death, where quitting whispered underneath, and still I lifted next. They quit when attention grows. I see truth in all it shows. They flee, I compose, they drift my prose. Pain don't end, it evolves, it sharpens as it resolves. Each ache dissolves, each failure absolves. They dream loud, I act clear. They fear, fall, I steer. They wait, chance, I engineer their wish. My kid, I hear his rhythm cuts through thought. Each said a fight that can't be bought. Each breath the plan I've taught. Each fall forgot they rest. Soon I expand, they flinch, I withstand. They want map, I hand their line a man. This path don't end in cheer or crown. It ends where others break down with silence. Where's the sound of all I found? They'll fade soft, I'll endure, they'll want ease. I'll secure, they'll grow tired, I'll mature. They doubt my cure, and when the lights go low again and time reminds me where I've been, I lift until the end, I'm broken. They'll dream rest, I'll create. They'll fade, I'll await. They'll slow, I'll accelerate. They'll stop my state. Feels live, each breath I take keeps me alive. The ways not fall, it's how I strive. I move with rhythm, I don't survive. No crowd to cheer, no words to say, just focus cutting through the gray. Each rep I lift rewrites my way and builds a strength I won't betray. The mirror stares, it knows the truth, it doesn't flatter, it shows the proof. The scars are time to live and prove that growth was never bulletproof. They want speed, I stay composed. They want fame, I stay enclosed. They take breaks, I stay imposed. The end's the path I've long exposed. Pain's not cursed, it's how I heal. It's what makes effort turn to real. It burns the noise, it hones the steel, it sharpens all the things I feel. They talk loud while I prepare. They chase ease, I face repair. They flinch quick, I'm unaware. I breathe the fire, I own the air. Each morning hits with no excuse. I lace my shoes, I find my use. The calm, the strain, the long abuse. The daily war, I can't refuse. They chase light, I chase range. They want easy, I want change. They move soft, I rearrange. The grind's my art, my interchange. The silence hums, the air feels thin. It asks how much I hold within. No words, no fear, no need to win. Just me and all I've been. They fade fast, I keep strong. They chase right, I outlast wrong. They want quick, I stay long. Their rhythm's off, I'm on song. Failure's where I learned to stand. The ground became my closest friend. It pushed me past what I pretend, till all I had was strength to lend. They stop short, I extend. They break down, I ascend. They fall back, I defend. This grind on end, it just bends. The mirror hums, it calls my name. It knows I never played this game for glory. Lights a shallow fame before the man I became. They talk hype, I move calm. They fake loud, I stay strong. They play short, I play long. Their ease is weak, my drive is strong. Pain's a teacher, rough or fair. It cuts the lies, it makes me care. It strips me down, it keeps me there to nothing false can wear. They want game without the grind. They talk steps, I climb and climb. They stay lost, I realign. That map's drawn thin, I redesign. Each breath a rhythm, clean and true. Each rep's a vow, I still renew. Each day's a test, I push right through and build myself anew. They want comfort, I won't wait. They pause early, I stay late. They drift off, I create. They want, soon I cultivate. The grind don't shout, it never screams. It works and echoes, not in dreams. It strips away what pride redeems. Till effort runs through seams. They chase looks, I chase growth. They want halves, I take both. They fake slow, I'm low to let go of my oath. Disciplines that call my own a pulse. I've learned to call my own. It feels where all the weak have flown. It hums inside my tone. They need push,
sharpens aim. Every bruise resets the game. Every loss refines my frame till nothing feels the same. They chase spark, I chase flame. They need reason, I reclaim. They fake quiet, I remain. There falls my acclaim. The mirrors calm, the air feels right. The world outside can fade from sight. Each breath the next, each thought ignites. I move like rhythm in the night. They'll rest where I begin. They'll slow, I'll dig in. They'll stop, I'll win. Their silence fuels my spin. When all grows still, I'm still in stride. No lights, no noise, just strength applied. Each motion proof of what I've tried. And all the doubt I've set aside. They'll dream small while I ascend. They'll close doors, I won't end. They'll rest, I'll transcend. There stops where I begin.
The lights hang low, the air runs thin. Each breath I take ignites within. No need for words, no crowd, no din. Just focus, sharp and discipline. The floor hums faint beneath my stride. The iron cold but dignified. Each pull a war I can't divide. Each rep the truth I can't hide. The mirror doesn't praise or cheer. It shows what effort makes appear. It marks the time I've spent sincere. And everything I've built right here. They talk change, I stay still. They want rush, I want will. They break, I rebuild. Their peace, my thrill. Pain's no curse, it's quiet proof. It cuts through noise, removes the spoof. It builds me clean, it strips the roof till only strength remains in truth. They fade fast when struggle grows. I breathe, calm the motion flows. They stall, I impose their fear, I compose. Each doing the same familiar weight. The code that sharp, the hour late. No promise made, no hand of fate. Just patience, learning how to wait. They want easy, I want test. They chase rest, I invest. They slow down, I progress. They're calm, I'm rest. The grind don't shout, it hums inside. It shapes the man, the world denied. It teaches pain to coincide with peace that others can't provide. They talk strong, I perform. They seek sun, I face storm. They stall, I reform. They're flat, my form. I've lost before, I've cracked and bent, but never quit on what I meant. Each failure carved its own cement and kept me steady, permanent. They need cheers, I need truth. They want quick, I want proof. They rest, I move. That fade my groove. The mirror asks you the same. It testify to spark the flame. It doesn't care who knows your name, just whether you can play the game. They chase hype, I chase pace. They want finish, I want space. They hide, I face their fall, my grace. I've lost before, I've cracked and bent, but never quit on what I meant. Each failure carved its own cement and kept me steady, permanent. They need cheers, I need truth. They want quick, I want proof. They rest, I move, they fade my groove. The mirror asks you the same. It testify to spark the flame. It doesn't care who knows your name, just whether you can play the game. They chase hype, I chase pace. They want finish, I want space. They hide, I face their fall, my grace. Pain's a friend, I learned to trust. It burns but never turns unjust. It teaches what I know I must. That strength is built through dust. They want light, I want fight. They want short, I take height. They stop, I ignite. Their ease, my right. Each lift a thought, each strain a creed. Each breath a test of what I need. Each moment sharp, no room for greed. Just discipline that bleeds. They pause when I persist. They fade when I exist. They fall, I resist. They're lost, my twist. The grind's on fire, silent stone. It lives in skin and heart and bone. It stands where others turn to moan. It grows alone. They chase crowns, I chase form. They want comfort, I want storm. They rest, I transform. They're soft, my norm. I've learned the quiet builds the best. It separates the real from rest. It carves the truth inside the chest and puts the will to test. They want talk, I want done. They want end, I've begun. They slow, I run. They break, I won. The mirror hums, it doesn't blink. It asks how far I've gone to think. If I step past the final brink, if I've redefine the link. They need time, I create. They want praise, I translate. They pause, I accelerate. They're in my state. Each day repeats, yet I evolve. Each problem comes for me to solve. Each pain a path I won't absolve. Each doubt I'll still resolve. They stop, I engage. They rest, I wait. They freeze, I stage. They fall, my page. And when night is near, when echoes fade and all is clear, I'll lift again without a cheer. With strength, the quiet breathe. They'll fade when I ascend. They'll rest, extend. They'll break, transcend. They're in, my men. The room stands still, the air is dense. Each breath I take cuts through suspense. The iron hums in quiet tense. A battle masked in confidence. No noise to guide, no words to lend. Just wait and thought that never bend. Each lifting means not just an end. Each rep, self I defend. A mirror waits and never lies. It measures will, not alibis. It knows the truth behind the eyes and watches how the strong arise. They talk quick, I move slow. They want peaks, I want flow. They stall, I grow. They stop, I know. Pain don't scare me, it's the flame. It carves out pride, it cleans the frame. It teaches me the real game where loss and growth the same. They run fast, don't struggle nears. I breathe calm, erase my fears. They fade, I persevere. Their noise unclear, each morning brings the test again. The cold, the sweat, the ache and strain. No easy path, no guaranteed gain. Just work that redefines my vein. They chase rush, I chase form. They want warm, I face storm. They break, I transform. They're quick, my norm. The grind don't shout, it hums inside. A quiet pull, a ground, a guide. It breaks you down, it purifies till truth can't hide. They want brief, I want whole. They chase fame, I chase soul. They stop, I patrol. They're in my role. I fail more times than I can count. Each fall on the higher mount. Each bruise a dead, I still account. Each loss a quiet amount. They seek ease, I seek test. They need calm, I digest. They stall, I progress. That pause my best. The mirror hums, it asks again. How much will you outlast the pain? It knows I walk through fire and rain and still return the same. They want talk, I want proof. They seek praise, I seek truth. They fade, I move, that's soft, my groove. Pain's not cruel, it's deeply kind. It breaks the shell that traps the mind. It leaves the weak, refines the blind. It builds what's hard to find. They stop when it begins to sting. I breathe through everything, they fall, I spring, they're lost, I bring. Each rep a rhythm, calm and slow. Each lift for truth that I outgrow. Each breath the way that I let go and find what few will know. They want high, I want depth. They want fast, I want breath. They rest, left their edge. My cleft, the grind's on rage. It's silent graces, patience, pacing every race. It's failure turned to steady basis. Progress through embrace. They want win, I want climb. They want short, I want time. They fade, I prime. They're quick, my rhyme. Discipline's not fire or thrill. It's choosing calm when all stands still. It's holding course by quiet will. It's power through skill. They lose focus, I align. They drift off, I refine. They quit, I define. They break mine. I walk through nights that felt like stone. Built peace and hours spent alone. Learn weights not metal, it's my own. A burden fully grown. They feel pressure, I adapt. They fall short, I've mapped. They pause, I've lapped. They fade, I've capped. The mirror's truth is cold but fair. It shows the scars of those who care. It sees the ones who still prepare when nothing's left to share. They talk strong, I stay. They stop, I relay. They drift, I play. They're easy. My day when night falls deep and lights go dim. When tired hands feel worn and grim, I'll still live slow, the same old him. Still chasing what's within. They'll sleep while I ascend. They'll quit, I'll extend. The rest, transient. They're in, I'll amend.
Air feels dense, the lights ain't low. Each breath cuts deep but steady, slow. The metal weights, it doesn't show. The truth I'll prove before I go. No sound but heart against the strain. Each motion pulls through quiet pain. No pride, no talk, no vain campaign. Just focus running through my vein. The mirror's cold but always fair. It shows the cost of what I dare. It doesn't flatter, doesn't care. Just asks if I'm still standing there. They chase loud, I chase still. They want quick, I want skill. They break, I rebuild. Their noise, my will. Pain's not cruel, it's hard to teach. It tests the goals I try to reach. It takes what's false and strips the speech till only efforts left in reach. They stop once it starts to burn. I breathe and let the lesson turn. They quit, I learn. Their fall, my turn. Each morning hums the same refrain. The floor, the weight, the heat, the strain. No victory dance, no grand campaign. Just one more step through what remains. They want praise, I want peace. They want ease, I increase. They rest, I release. They break, my lease. The grind don't shout, it's quiet still. It asks if what you want is real. It tests the line you claim to feel and marks the worth of your ideal. They fade fast, I endure. They guess, I'm sure. They fall, I'm mature. They rush, obscure. I failed in silence night on night. Rebuilt my will without the light. I've learned the dark and still ignite. A hunger clean and right. They crave comfort, I crave test. They stop, I invest. They pause, I progress. Their ease, my unrest. Discipline's the calm I keep. The promise carved when thoughts run deep. It's how I move, how I don't sleep. The vow I'll always keep. They want luck, I make plan. They want fame, I withstand. They break, I expand. They sprint, I stand. Every failure bends the edge. Each drop of sweat, another pledge. Each bruise a step, a sharpened wedge. Another mile past my ledge. They chase short, I chase stay. They look down, I find way. They slow, I replay. They stop, my day. The mirror hums a steady truth. It's not for pride, it's not for proof. It's where I meet the younger youth and show the man who stands aloof. They talk faith, I do. They wait, I pursue. They rest, I renew. They lend, I outgrew. Pain's no stranger, it's a friend. It stays with me till journey's end. It never breaks, it helps to mend. The walls I won't defend. They hide from make, I move near. They doubt, I engineer. They slow, I steer. Their fear, unclear. Each lift a story, quiet long. No words, no hype, no crowd or song. Just repetition where I belong. And patience growing strong. They fade once, I persist. They talk, I insist. They stop, I exist. They rest, dismiss. The grind's not fire, it's flow refined. A current built to train the mind. Without dissolves and truths aligned. With will that's redefined. They want fame, I want form. They chase ease, I face storm. They talk, I perform. They're calm, my norm. Each scar a line across the page. Each step a story, stage by stage. Each bruise the cost to disengage from weakness, from the cage. They stop near, I surpass. They wait, I surpass. They fall, I surpass. Their glass, my brass. And when the world turns dim and fades, when echoes die and sound degrades, I'll still be there to shape and made. I'm broken, self-made. They'll rest when I ascend. They'll pause, I extend. They'll stop, I transcend. They'll rent, my immense.
The air is thick with iron and breath. Each pull a brush with living death. But fear steps back when focus met. The work begins where comfort left. No sound but heart and ground collide. No noise, no pride, no place to hide. Just rhythm born from grit inside. And silence sharp and amplified. I felt the floor beneath me shake. Each failure mine alone to take. But through the ache, the cracks, the quake, I built a will that won't break. They chase, quick I chase. True they want, now I pursue. They fall off, I renew their rest. My debut the way, don't ask what you deserve. It tests your patience, checks your nerve. It calls your bluff, demands you serve. And see how long you can preserve. They dream strong, I live awake. They want easy, I'll undertake. They chase short, I remake. They're quit, my stake. Pain don't scare me, it's the gate. It filters weak from those who wait. It cuts through noise to isolate the ones who bear their own weight. They need noise, I need pace. They seek praise, I seek grace. They run fast, I embrace the long chase. I built my peace through endless grind. Each loss refined, each win aligned. No shortcuts carved in my design. No finish line, just climb. They burn bright, I burn deep. They play loud, I don't speak. They stop, soon I upkeep their sprint. My steep, the mirror don't flatter or lie. It shows the truth, I can't deny. The sleepless eyes, the reason why I train beneath the quiet sky. They chase praise, I chase state. They want fame, I cultivate. They need signs, I create their weight. My fate, each rep rewires what I fear. Each second slows the atmosphere. Every ache draws purpose near. Each sweat drop makes things clear. They look back, I look through. They want, and I want. New they rest, safe I pursue their line. I outgrew, I train with pain that hums like song. For weakness fade where it don't belong. Each miss rewrote what's right and wrong. Each moment made me strong. They stop when the storm begins. I see storms as ways to win. They play games, I dig in their noise. My discipline, strength's not flash, it's repetition. A silent form of self-permission to chase your edge past recognition. To outgrow every definition. They want quick, I want core. They want less, I want more. They want comfort, I explore their end. Mind core, the grind don't praise or call your name. It gives you truth, not fleeting fame. It burns the false, refines the flame, and leaves you changed, not the same. They fade fast, I remain. They need reasons, I see a stain. They stop, hurt, I maintain their drop. My gain, each lift a question, calm, direct. Do you commit or just project? Do you show up with full respect when no one's there to correct? They want trophies, I want tone. They seek, and as I build my own, they chase comfort, I hone their pace. Outgrown when the night falls thick and still, and every breath bends to my will. I find peace inside to kill a fear that's quiet, subtle, real. They talk strong, I just live. They take, I give. They drift, I outlive their break. My drive. The flow hums faint beneath my feet. Each breath lands sharp, controlled, discreet. The iron waits, it doesn't cheat. It only gives what you repeat. No music loud, no crowd to please. Just rhythm born from slow disease. It kinda tests through pain and freeze, and breaks you down with ease. A mirror stares on blinking cold. It tells the truth that won't be told. It shows the weak, it shows the bold. It counts the hours I've controlled. They talk effort, I apply. They want quick, I clarify. They stop, I amplify. Their peak, I deny. Pain don't scare me, it defines the space between my truths and lines. It strips away from all designs, and forges come through titan spines. They run fast, I move long. They fake soft, I grow strong. They stop, I belong. They break my song. Each dawn repeats the same old test of silence, heavier than rest. No spotlight here, no false request, just motion that I manifest. They chase praise, I chase tone. They need push, I go alone. They quit, I've grown. They fall, my stone. The grind don't speak in fancy ways. It hums through endless empty days. It shapes your mind, it shifts your gaze. It teaches strength through haze. They want now, I want deep. They want rest, I lose sleep. They fade, I keep. They sprint, my leap. I failed in silence more than once. Learned patience, sharp like steady punch. Learned efforts, truth in every hunch, and how to rise without the crutch. They want comfort, I want burn. They want ease, I discern. They flinch, I return. That's all, my turn. Discipline don't make a sound. It's built when no one is around. It grows when purpose can't be found. It lives where pain is crowned. They start when the doubt sets in. I start when the strain begins. They rest, I dig in. They quit, my win. The weight don't care for words of pride. It shows the truth you can't divide. It humbles fast, it won't abide by anything but what you've tried. They talk change, I remain. They seek short, I sustain. They pause, I regain. Their fall, my gain. Every rep a slow confession, a sharpened form of self-expression. Each lift a word, this real progression. Each take a lesson, they rush, I move with poise. They flinch, I find noise. They stall, I deploy. They're lost, my choice. I found a calm inside the strain, a type of peace that's earned through pain, where failure isn't lost but gain, and storms refine the chain. They want loud, I want clear. They want short, I persevere. They stall, I steer. Their doubt, my gear. Pain don't fade, it builds the frame. It shapes the mind, refines the aim. It turns the weight from test to name. It makes me not the same. They stop soon, I stay still. They guess, I will. They bend, I fulfill. They break, my skill. The mirror hums, it knows the code. Each scar a path, each bruise a road. Each moment carved, each promise sold. Each silence that I load. They fade out, I stay lit. They want half, I commit. They doubt, I permit. They're calm, unfit. Each breath a war, each lift a piece. Each struggle ends with small release. Each cycle grants the mind increase, and doubt begins to cease. They want top, I want through. They pause, I renew. They stop, I pursue. They're still, I'm moving. When the noise fades down to none, when all the weight and work is done, I'll still be here, the chosen one, still fighting where I begun. They'll rest while I ascend. They'll slow, I contend. They'll quit, I extend. They're in my beginning.
The air is thick, alive with motion. Each breath a spark, each thought devotion. The metal groans, a kind of ocean where silence swims beneath the motion. No crowd, no light, no easy sound, just rhythm pulsing from the ground. My will, the only thing I found that never breaks or turns around. I've trained in shadows, cold and deep, where promises are hard to keep, where effort cuts but doesn't weep, and hunger never falls asleep. They chase speed while I chase form. They fear the rain, I love the storm. They fade it safe, I find the norm. Inside the chaos, still and warm. Every setback taught me grace, every loss refine my pace. Each fall became another base where patience found its rightful place. I don't live just wait, I live regret. I lift the doubts I won't forget. I lift the goals I haven't met and shape them into strength, not death. Pain is honest, sharper than pride. It tells the truth, no mask can hide it. Whispers lessons, I abide and burns the weakness from inside. They chase applause, I chase control. They chase the prize, I chase the whole. They want the peak, I play the role of the man who built his soul. I've worked in silence, year by year. No shortcut, no one near. Every failure drew me here, where pain transformed to engineer. This path don't care about reward. It cuts you clean, it keeps you bored, until the focus you ignore becomes the edge you can't afford. The mirror doesn't say I've won it, asks if I become the one who lives with purpose, not for fun, who faces storms and doesn't run. I've seen comfort break strong men, I've seen pride to make them again, but I walk through both, and when I'm done I rise, not if but when. Each rep's a promise, sealed in air, and truth to pain and progress. Share a rhythm built from pure repair, wherever proves I'm still aware. No need for noise, no grand display. My grind speaks louder day by day, while others rush and fade away. I hold my ground and find my way. This isn't rage, it's quiet drive, a pulse that keeps the flame alive. Not to show, not to survive, but to evolve, to learn to strive. The iron hums, the moment burns, my body moves, the lesson turns. Each motion something deeper learns, each failure earns. I've learned the art of calm attack. I'm moving forward, never back. A building when the world turns black, and holding strength when others crack. They talk about greatness, I just grow. They sprint through fields, I too slow. They fade where I still flow. That's how I know. When night returns and time runs late, when sweat dries slow and hearts debate, I still live the choice I create, still face the pain I navigate. Not for gold or hands that cheer, not for fame that disappears, but for the voice I still hear, saying you're not done here.
The lights hum soft, the metal gleams. Each breath cuts through like sharpened seams. The silence holds my steady schemes. I move inside my own extremes. No noise, no fame, no grand applause. Just focus pure without a pause. Each motion answers its own cause. Each rep rewrites my flaws. The mirror doesn't cheer or smile. It waits, it watches all the while. It knows the truth but need denial. It shows what effort can compile. They chase the quick, I chase the deep. They rest early, I lose sleep. They pause, I keep their comfort cheap. Pain's no punishment, it's the key. It shakes the edge inside of me. It bends the will, it sets me free. It's where I find who I must be. They flinch when it starts to sting. I breathe, it sharpens everything. They stop, I spring. That noise, I bring. Each morning comes the same routine. No rush, no crowd, just sweat and steam. 1,000 trials I've foreseen. Each one a piece of the machine. They want peace, I want fight. They fade when they lose sight. They stop, I ignite. They rest, my night. The grind don't call, it waits in place. It tests the patience in your pace. It strips you down, it shows your face and dares you not to chase. They dream loud, I act slow. They seek and I let it grow. They drift, I flow. They top, below. I've lost count of all the pain, the quiet nights that felt insane. But through it all I've learned to gain. A calm that pressure can't contain. They talk strong, I show still. They want easy, I build skill. They fade, I will. That fear, my thrill. Discipline don't beg or shout. It lives when all the lights go out. It's faith that never cast out. It's what this life's about. They talk faith, I apply. They want why, I reply. They break, I defy. They fall, I fly. Each lift a moment carved in air. A test of who will still prepare when no one else is there to care. And silence lays you bare. They chase spark, I chase fire. They want fast, I aspire. They end, I'm higher. They ease, expire. I stood alone in rooms of pain where time repeats again. Where effort feels like pouring rain. It floods the doubt I can't contain. They step back, I step in. They lose ground, I begin. They stall, I win. They fall, my sin. The mirror asks if I remain. When progress slows, when days constrain. When all that's left is will and strain. I whisper back, I train. They want trophies, I want tone. They seek chance, I've grown. They fade, I hone their way unknown. Every scar a note I wrote. Every bruise a pledge I quote. Each take a truth stuck in my throat that I endure. I devote, they rush short. I take years, they seek cheers. I face fears, they break. I steer, they're lost. I engineer. The weight don't lie, it calls you out. It listens less and never doubts. So here's what strength's about. Through effort's endless route. They won't rest, I won't rise. They close eyes, I revise. They fade, I reprise. They fall, my prize. No one sees the hours bled. The thoughts I thought inside my head. The lines I crossed, the tears I shed. The words I never said. They crave win, I crave stay. They lose drive, I replay. They rest, I relate. Their beat, that's my freight. When all goes still, when sound retreats, when air feels thick, when will repeats, I'll still be here where fire meets the ground beneath my feet. They stop once, I begin. They fall back, I dig in. They quit, I grin. They ran, my win.
The air is thick, my hands feel warm. The calm before the weight is born. No room for luck, no place for mourn. Just focus, sharp and steady, sworn. Each breath to count, each second slow. Every motion, practice flow. The pain don't ask, it helps me grow. I move through fire, not for show. They talk strong, I stay quiet. Every rep a private riot. No excuses, I defy. When it burns, I don't deny. They chase easy, I chase edge. They seek safety, I seek ledge. They build comfort, I build pledge. To live where few allege. The mirror shows no pride or fame, no spotlight, no brand, no name. Just size that never stay the same. And hunger, I refuse to tame. They want fast, I want forever. They chase quick, I chase better. They talk limits, I untether. Their line breaks, mine holds together. Every bruise a quiet word. Every strain of truth I've heard. Each drop of sweat transferred into calm I burn. They drink comfort, I drink climb. They waste hours, I shape time. They fade early, I refine. Each flaw redefined. I've trained through nights that stole my sleep. Through promises I couldn't keep. Through lows that cut too deep. Till stillness felt like a leap. They flinch when struggle bites. I stare down endless fight. They stop at faded lights. I live in endless heights. Pain don't scare me, it instructs. Breaks me down, rebuilds, constructs. Teaches patience when it obstructs. Turns chaos into conduct. They chase reward, I chase form. They want calm, I face storm. They seek crowd, I perform. They fake, I transform. This grind's not rage, it's focus pure. It's discipline, I can't obscure. Each scar's a mark, I've learned to endure. Each nest a chance to mature. They want praise, I want truth. They chase flash, I chase proof. They seek ease, I seek roots. There's
talk. My pursuit, I found peace inside the pain. It's repetition that sustains each bruise, a bridge I gain. Each strain, a holy chain. They stop when the world says rest. I stand when I'm pressed. They place safe, I invest their comfort. My test, no one sees the hours lost. The price I paid, the silent cost, the real I've never tossed. Or the nights I've crossed. They want end, I won't begin. They chase comfort, I chase wind. They seek mercy, I dig in. They're lost. My discipline each morning brings the same refrain. The cold air, the ache and strain. The promise that I'll train again. With nothing left to gain, they wait for spark. I bring flame, they want peace. I claim they fade, nameless. I frame every day the same. I don't live for eyes or noise, for claps of gold or hollow toys. My drive destroys what fear employs. They sprint out, I endure slow. They quit early, I outgrow. They lose track, I still know their high fades. My flow when the light fades, I remain. Built from effort, built from strain. Each failure fed, not drained. Each scar sustained. They'll speak of luck, I'll speak of will. They'll fade to calm. I'm climbing still, they'll rest, I fulfill my peace in the uphill.
The ground feels steady, the air runs thin. Each breath I take pulls power in. The calm before the weight begins. A rhythm buried deep within. No crowd, no sound, just breath and space. The iron cold against my face. Each motion steady, no haste. Each rep a moment I embrace. The mirror stares, no need to speak. It knows the strong, it knows the weak. It marks the ones who never seek excuses when their muscles creak. They chase results, I chase control. They want the top, I want the whole. They need luck, I want roll. The end, my goal. Pain doesn't hurt, it calls my name. It's discipline beneath the flame. It's why I show why I became unshaken, sharp and not the same. They stop when the fire starts to rise. I breathe and watch the fear disguise. They fade, I analyze their doubt, my prize. Each morning feels the same old test. The body sore, the soul compressed, but effort keeps me manifest. Through pain, through grind, through rest. They want smooth, I want strain. They want joy, I want gain. They want light, I remain. Through thunder and rain, the weight don't care for charm or talk. It only moves when I unlock that part of me that stands in shock and turns resistance into rock. They flinch when it gets rough, I move through, that's enough. They fold soft, I bluff. They're easy, my tough. I failed enough to see the truth. That growth don't live in winning proof. It lives in silence, strong and smooth, and all that pain removes. They want speed, I want stay. They chase peaks, I pave way. They pause, I replay. They stop my day. The grind's not war, it's peace refined. The stillness molded in the mind. It's choosing not to be confined. When effort leaves the rest behind. They need comfort, I need test. They want loud, I want rest. They fade tired, I invest. They're quit, my best. Each scar a story I can't fake. Each line a path I had to take. Each failure taught the strength to make the cracks that build, not break. They talk of dreams, I call it plan. They chase trend, I understand. They stop, I expand. They stand, I withstand. The mirror asks, are you the same? I smile, that's not my aim. Each day rewrites my name through struggle, through flame. They rest when they've done enough. I go till the line feels rough. They play short, I bluff. They're in my stuff. The grind don't need a crowd to shout. It thrives where the lights burn out, where silence fights the doubt, and time forgets about. They want glory, I want proof. They chase peaks, I chase truth. They fade early, I'm aloof. They're lost, my roof I found. Calm inside the ache, with strength and patience in the lace. Where every rep I undertake brings order into place. They feel the weight, I trust the feel. They talk loud, I keep it real. They want quick, I appeal to the long ideal. Discipline don't scream, it hums. It beats in bones, it never numbs. It grows when everyone succumbs and burns like endless drums. They stop once, I persist. They doubt, I insist. They talk, I resist. They fail, my twist. Each lift a story carved in time. Each strain a verse, each climb a rhyme. The rhythm's raw, the form sublime. It's pain, that age is fine. They want fame, I want peace. They want end, I increase. They stop, I release. They break, my masterpiece. And when the lights go low and fade, when tired hands have all been made, I'll still be there, unafraid. In the quiet I've obeyed. They'll rest where I begin. They'll fade, I'm locked in. They'll slow, I'll spin. Their end, my discipline.
The floor hums deep, the air stands still. Every second weighs, every thought is will. The cold iron waits, patient and real. It doesn't care, it just wants skill. No music loud, no crowd to see. Just breath, control, and clarity. Every rep a part of me, every strain a guarantee. I've trained in silence where fire begins, when no one claps but something wins. A quiet voice beneath the skin that says again,
when I give in. They chase hype, I chase form. They need comfort, I embrace storm. They seek rest, I transform. Discipline's my norm. I don't live for pride or fame. Each set's a question, each answer the same. How far can I push? Who's to blame? If I stop before the flame, they talk strong, I move proof. They seek ceiling, I raise roof. They find reasons, I find truth. No excuses in my booth. Every failure carved my shape. Every wound taught how to escape. The climb is steep, no breaks, no cape. Just breathing time, reform, reshape. They rest easy when it's rough. I breathe through, it's not enough. I don't crumble, I get tough. My piece is built from tough. The grind's not rage, it's focus still. It's walking calm up your own hill. It's showing up when you lack the thrill. It's quiet, patient skill. They fade quick when effort aches. I build through what it breaks. Each tremor remakes the man it takes. The mirror doesn't feed my pride. It reflects the nights I've cried, the pain I've learned to hide, the battles I've survived. They see strength, I see scars. They want easy, I want wars. They want fast, I want far. They're win my spar. Pain's not punishment, it's design. A sculptor working spine to spine. Each rep a line, each rep refined. They fear the edge, I stand there where fear is smoking still there. They need guidance, I repair their fall. My stay, I've lifted more than weight and still I've lifted doubts I had to feel. I've lifted truths that cover heal. Each scar I deal. They look for rest, I look for range. They want comfort, I crave change. They chase and I rearrange. Their limits strange. Every morning, ask how far, not if, not when, not where you are. Each breath a small memoir, reaching past the scar. They dream ease, I dream climb. They waste days, I bend time. They chase safe, I design. My loss refined. Strength ain't born, it's bled and grown. Through time that breaks and leaves you alone. Through walls that shake what's known. To fears overthrown. They stop when pain gets near. I listen close, that's what I hear. The call's clear, persevere. Turn weight to frontier. I don't rush, I don't delay. Each set a vow, repay. Each lift a prayer, I say. Without words, I stay. They want fast, I want right. They need light, I build sight. They want end, I want fight. That comfort, my rights. And when the world slows down to rest and silence puts me to the test, I still rise, I still invest in progress, not success. They'll fade when praise runs thin. I'll train till peace begins. They're calm, my wind. They're stop, my within.
The air feels heavy but alive tonight. Each breath I take cuts clean and right. The ground hums low beneath my sight and focus burns a steady light. No cheers, no talk, no guiding tone. Just me and weight and flesh and bone. Each rep reminds what I've outgrown. Each silence says I'm not alone. The mirror waits with calm disdain. It never flatters, never feigns. It shows the cost, the loss, the gain and proof I've turned through honest pain. They chase the spark, I chase the flame. They want praise, I want the same. Stillness where the strong remain. The quiet that forgets my name. Pain don't punish, it refines. It cuts the noise between the lines. It takes the fear the world designs and molds it into clearer signs. They fear the ache, I breathe it through. They stop short, I see it through. They fade when I renew. Their wall becomes my view. Each day repeats, yet feels brand new. The same old test I still pursue. The barbell hums, the sky bleeds blue. The grind's a prayer I live into. They want comfort, I want truth. They need proof, I need proof. They seek breaks, I seek roof. Their pace, uncouth. The weight don't care for talk or plan. It only listens when you stand and ask, are you the same as when you began? Each answer burns within your span. They wait on chance, I call on will. They rush for peaks, I climb still. They stall at quiet hill, they stop. My skill, I fall in more than I can count, but rise with patience to the mount. Each scar remark, each breath amount to more than any easy route. They rush the end, I feel slow. They want shine, I let it grow. They fade, I know, they quit. My flow. This isn't rage, it's calm control. The space between my mind and goal. To push that stitch here what was stole. To forge the men's of soul. They talk us strong, I talk or stay. They rest, I find another way. They drift, I replay. That stop my day. The grind don't scream, it hums below. It moves where few will ever go. It tests the depth of what I know and shapes the self I show. They need reason, I just act. They want balance, I want fact. They break it, I react, that fear. Exact. Each failure whispered who I am. Each silence pressed, each door that slammed. Each bruise rewrote what life had crammed and turned it into what I planned. They talk patience, I've lived years. They chase cheers, I face fears. They stop, I steer, their doubt sincere. Discipline's the art of stay, of doing right when none obey, of finding light inside decay, and choosing grind anyway. They rest when it gets tough, I move when it's enough. They fold, I bluff, they're smooth, my rough.
I've learned that pain's not what it seems. It carves the edges of my dreams. It breaks the lies and cleans the seams. Till strength flows quiet in my streams. They wait for chance, I make time. They won't finish, I climb. They stop, I rhyme, their limit, mine. Each lift a verse, a line, a sound. Each set a proof of common ground. That what was lost can still be found. If you stay through the round. They fade when lights turn low. I rise where shadows grow. They stall, I know, they stop. My flow, when all grows still and neat runs dry, when breath grows short beneath the sky, I lift again, I don't ask why, because it's what keeps me alive to try. They want peace, I want proof. They want roof, I want truth. They stop, I move, they ain't my group. The work don't end when I am done. It lives in dusk, it breathes in sun. Each lift, each fight, each lonely run. Another round I've won. They'll slow when I ignite. They'll fade from the fight. They'll end, I write my climb through night.
Yo, the floor is cold, the bar feels real. I breathe in weight, exhale steel. No crowd, no sound, no spinning wheel. Just focus sharp into what I feel. Each rep's a choice I make, not chance. Each breath a quiet, steady stance. Each moment's not for circumstances. Built through pain and self-romance. The world sleeps off, I move awake. Each second mind to build, not fake. I don't chase hype or easy stake. I shape the man the storm will make. They crave applause, I crave still. They want fame, I want will. They fade fast, I rebuild. They're calm, my uphill. Every bruise a coded line, every scar a form of sign. Each failure skull a design, it's deep in the spine. They quit when doubt arrives. I breathe where chaos thrive. They stall, I survive. They fear, I revive. The mirror don't flatter, it acts again. No pity, no praise, just when. It knows I'll show now and then. Because quit is not if it's whenever then. They talk loud, I stay aware. They chase goals, I repair. They seek ease, I dare. They rest, I prepare. Pain ain't enemy, it's all that breaks me. Only to restart. The teacher's rhythm builds the part where muscle meets the heart. They see sweat, I see code. They see effort, I see mode. They see heavy, I reload. They doubt my road. I stood where strength and silence meet. Where calm turns heavy into beat. Where failure tastes both sharp and sweet. And patience finds its seat. They want quick, I want earn. They want short, I've learned. They burn out, I've burned. Their comfort overturned. This isn't rage, it's deeper fire. Will that doesn't tire. Calm beneath the wire. Purpose to aspire. They chase top, I chase through. They want done, I renew. They want luck, I construe. Their fate, my view. Every set's a quiet vow. Every lift's a sacred now. No promise breaks, no bow. I make my own somehow. They wait for sign, I start. They chase, flash, I chart. They stop, I depart. They're finished, my art. The grind don't beg for eyes. It lives where ego dies. It breathes through lows and tries. It hardens, then it flies. They talk fate, I apply. They plan dreams, I supply. They want why, I imply. Their fear, I defy. I failed enough to know the tone of quiet strength. When left alone, the world forgets. But I've grown each fall a stepping stone. They want quick, I want real. They chase trends, I appeal. They want hype, I conceal. Their show, my feel. Each dawn repeats the test again. The weight, the burn, the silent pen. Writing proof of what I've been and who I'll be. Not if or when it's slow down, I remain. They'll break pace, I'll sustain. They'll rest, I regain. They're lost, my domain. When night falls quiet, cold and long, and I'm still pushing to belong. The rhythm hums, the drive stays strong. Each breath, my song. No trophy gleam, no name to keep. Just goals I sow and never reap. While they fade into sleep, I rise knee deep.
The ground hums low beneath my feet. Each heartbeat sinks to the iron's beat. The world outside can't compete with the silence where I repeat. Each rep's a vow I keep with grit. Each strain a moment I commit. No crowd, no noise, no counterfeit, just truth. And I'm built from it. The mirror don't cheer, it just stares back. It's me versus the version I lack. No luck, no talk, no easy track. Just grind that holds me intact. They want fast, I want forever. They chase trends, I chase better. They fade quick, I tether their end. My endeavor, I've trained through rain, through quiet haze, through long uncounted sleepless days. No lights, no praise, no stage displays. Just set for lit, my face small blaze. They seek peak, I seek stay. They stop pain, I find way. They look down, highway. They arrest my play. Pain's not foe, it's fluent speech. It tells me what I'm yet to reach. Each tremor's something I could teach. Each bruise extends my reach. They want glory, I want depth. They crave ease, I hold breath. They seek less, I accept that struggle's my step. Every morning's quiet test, a deal between my worst and best. No one watching, no request, just motion manifest. They chase, rush, I chase range. They want fix, I want
builds in repetition and breeds in dedication. They want half, I want all. They want lift, I want fall. They see wall, I call that climb my call. I fail more times than I can count. Each loss another small amount that builds the strength I mount. When pressure starts to count, they wait for spark, I make flame. They play games, I reclaim. They want quick, I frame a longer aim. Discipline don't scream or shout, it whispers when the light burns out. It's the voice that kills the doubt, the one thing I'm about. They stop early, I go late. They want breaks, I create. They wait, fate, I relate. They're slow, my state. Each lift reminds me what I'm worth. Not in gold or praise or birth, but in silence, grit and mirth. And what I built from dirt. They want ease, I want test. They want part, I want rest. They want less, I invest. There, settle my quest. I've learned to calm inside the storm, where chaos finds a hidden form, where pain becomes the norm and effort keeps me warm. They want trophies, I want tone. They seek paths, I've grown. They ask how, I've shown. They're fast, I've known. The iron hums, it never lies. It strips the mask, it clarifies. It breaks you down, then amplifies the truth that never dies. They want brief, I want real. They want finish, I want feel. They want crown, I want steel. They break my seal. No one claps when I begin. No one sees the will within. No one knows the quiet din of doubt. I cage the wind, they fade slow, I increase. They want rest, I find peace. They lose fight, I release the force that won't cease. And when the room falls dim once more and echoes hum across the floor, I lift again as before for truth, not score to call it drive. I'll call it art. They'll slow, I'll restart. They'll stop, I'll chart. They're in my start. Yeah. The air feels thick, my pulse runs hot. Every ounce I give a lot. No shortcut, no easy shot. Only battles that time forgot. I lift the world, not for applause, but for the man behind the cause. Every rep rewrites the laws. Every breath defies the pause. They stop when tired, I begin. They talk, I lock in and win. They want the prize, I want within. They fade, I discipline. This isn't noise, it's ritual pure. It's struggle turned into cure. It's pain that I endure to make my soul secure. I've trained in silence, out of sight, with broken hands through sleepless nights. Every loss taught me to fight. Every fall rebuild my might. They want comfort, I want test. They want good, I want best. They want quick, I invest. They're calm, my unrest. Every bruise a story told. Every scar worth more than gold. Every risk controlled. Every promise bold. They play safe, I go deep. They talk big, I don't speak. They quit halfway, I peak. They're strong, my weak. Pain don't scare me, it calls my name. It's the reason I'm never the same. It burns, it breaks, it frames the hunger I can't tame. They fear weight, I see proof. They need hype, I need truth. They fade fast, I stay smooth. They drift, I improve. The mirror's not my competition. It's reflection turned conviction. Every failure premonition. Every repetition. They want light, I want flame. They want easy, I want aim. They want fame, I want name. That stands through pain. I've walked through doubt like open fire. Felt my body and soul conspire. Each setback built me higher. Each struggle, supplier. They rest when comfort calls. I rise through crumbling walls. They fold, my focus installs a rhythm that never stalls. Each morning comes, I face the grind. No thoughts of quit in my mind. Every star, a thread I've lined. Every fall, redefined. They wait for signs to appear. I make them crystal clear. They seek ease, I steer through what they fear. My will don't fade when lights go low. That's where I build, that's where I grow. Each silence helps me know how far I'll go. They want half, I want whole. They need praise, high patrol. They talk dreams, high control. That spark, my core. The iron hums, it tests my truth. It breaks the mask, exposes proof that the grind's my sacred roof. My church, my booth. They chase winds that don't remain. I chase growth within the pain. They seek fame, I sustain through sweat and change. I don't move for luck or fame. Every lift repeats my name. Each failure fans the flame. Each trial same. They flinch when effort bleeds. I rise with struggle leads. They stop at once. How many knees? They doubt my deeds. The grind's not rage, it's all refined. Each motion sharpens the mind. Each failure perfectly timed. Each design, they sprint fast. I outlast. They dream wide. I'm steadfast. They talk loud. I contrast. They're not my past. Every sweat drop writes a creed. Every breath fulfills a need. Every loss plants a seed that I'll always exceed. They stop at pain, I press more. They play safe, I explore. They fear break, I restore their rest, my score. So when the lights dim and all's gone still, and I'm left alone with will,
I'll keep lifting, calm, fulfill, unshaken, unspill. They'll see strength, I'll see truth. They'll see pride, I'll see proof. They'll see pain, I'll see roof. I built this life.
Yeah. The lights, I'm steady, the floor feels cold. Every breath I take is control. This isn't new, it's discipline, no, the kind is carved. Not so, no noise, no rush, no show to play. Just effort, lay it day by day. The pain don't ask, it stays and teaches me its ways. Each rep reminds me who I am, not who I was or what I plan. It's now, the moment to span between will and what began. They want shine, I want build. They want rush, I stay skilled. They want peace, I stay filled with purpose distilled. I've learned that growth don't come from ease, it comes from struggle. Late degrees from quiet wars and tired knees from loss that taught me peace. They speak loud, I breathe calm. They chase hype, I disarm. They want flash, I want harm. The kind that makes you strong, not scarred. The mirror shows no victory glow, just effort, layer row by row. The eyes that know how slow things grow, they stop when comfort wins. I push till my core thins. They ask when it begins, it never ends, it spins. I stood where doubt became a wall. Felt small but didn't fall. Found rhythm in the crawl till failure felt like call. They dream success, I train awake. They fear break, I calculate. They want safe, I dedicate their comfort. My create, the barbell speaks a single truth. It don't care about excuse, it tests the soul. The proof of how much I produce. They flex for likes, I grind for peace. They want start, I want release. They chase ease, I increase. Their comfort's my decrease. Every drop of sweat I've shed has rewritten the words I've said. Every bruise that bled painted the path ahead. They want gain, I want grit. They want half, I commit. They stop short, I outwit. They dream, I transmit. The grind don't shout, it hums low. It's slow, methodical flow. It's learning where to go when doubt says no. They rest when it hurts to move. I stay, I don't need to prove. They fade, I improve. They drift, I groove. Pain's not curse, it's code to read. A language only few concede. Each ache a planet seed, each failure what I need. They seek ease, I seek tests. They want praise, I want rest. They fake strong, I invest. They shine my quest. Every morning repeats the vow. No glory, no applause for now. Just swear to cross the brow and why I turned into how. They chase finish, I chase start. They talk loud, I take part. They need eyes, I impart their pride, my art. I built patience out of pain, made comfort from the strain. Taught lost to entertain the thought that I remain. They want smooth, I want fight. They crave dark, I make light. They slow down, I write another height. When silence swallows up the sound and the weight still hold their ground, I'll still be found, moving pound by pound. No trophies needed, no acclaim, no spotlight calling my name. Just rhythm, just flame, just me, the same. The floor hum soft, the lights hang low. My heartbeat sets, the tempo slow. Each of the promise I still owe to the person I chose to outgrow. No cheering crowd, no need to boast. No flash, no fame, no empty post. Just silence, that's what I trust most. When grind becomes the ghost, I've learned that strength don't make a sound. It builds when no one's around. When gravity drags you to the ground and you still rise, battle bound. They chase rush, I chase refine. They chase trends, I design. They move fast, I align. The path fades, mine's divine. Pain don't scare me, it informs as thunder. Hiding inside storms, it molds the heart. Rewrites the norms and shapes the calm that performs. They stop when the fire burns, I breathe. When the table turns, each failure earns a lesson that returns. I don't pray for an easier climb, I pray for time. Precision rhyme, for focus sharper than decline. For peace, inside the grind. They talk power, I talk stay. They want night, I want day. They fade out, I replay. Their pause, my way. The mirror's not reflection, it's test. It shows the truth, denies the rest. It asks if I've earned progress or just worn out my chest. They see body, I see mind. They want quick, I take time. They see sweat, I see signs of self-redesign. Each breath is war in miniature scale. Each tremor proof I won't derail. Each bruise another trail through effort's holy grail. They seek calm, I seek storm. They play safe, I reform. They want gold, I transform their end. My norm, I failed enough to find what's real. That power's patient, sealed and still. That focus dulls what pain can steal. That time refines what zeal can't feel. They chase ease, I chase depth. They take pride, I take step. They want half kept the full concept. Discipline's not born from cheers, made from doubt, refined through fear. The quiet voice I still hear saying move when none are near. They quit when the strain won't fade. I build where the scars are made. They seek shade, I invade the heat unafraid. This grind's my chapel, iron and floor. Each rep a prayer, each ache a score. Each silence more than noise before. They want trophies, I want truth. They seek luck, I seek proof. They want finish, I want proof. They want finish, I want proof. I'm staying uncool,
The work don't end, it just refines. It cuts, rebuilds, and redefines. Each pain a line, each gain aligns. They speak of strong, I stay still. They want high, I want skill. They want speed, I build will. That spark might kill me. When the night fades, low to gray, I'll still train, still find a way. No crowd, no words to say, just me in the way. Same day, they'll rest when comfort calls. Through tired walls, they'll fade. Direct foul, recall the bell. Through it all, no one gave me this design. I drew it through the borderline. Each scar a sign, each fall divine. They'll chase comfort, I'll chase right. They'll stop short, and I'll ignite. They'll rest safe, I'll rewrite my next height.
The lights flicker, the air stands tight. Every muscle hums, ready for fight. No crowd to see, no end in sight. Just me and the weight, pure right. Each rep a language, old and true. No words, just motion breaking through. Every ache, carve something new. Each strain reveals what I can do. I bled through doubt, through quiet fear. Through nights when strength was nowhere near. Each loss became the engineer of the calm that built my gear. They chase quick, I chase craft. They fade slow, I outlast. They want now, I forecast. Their comfort surpass. This grind's a mirror, cold and fair. It strips you down till nothing's there. No lies, no pride, no breath to spare. Just truth that ass, do you care? I found peace in the endless strain and repetition, simple chain. Each drop of sweat, a small refrain that disciplines the purest gain. The body bends before it breaks. The mind decides what path it takes. Each failure, another stake. Driven deep to keep me awake. They fear the pain, I step inside, they turn away. I collide, they let go, I abide. That's where strength can't hide. Every morning tastes like test. The tired eyes, the pounding chest. No promise made, no time to rest. Just motion proving I'm obsessed. They want ease, I want real. They want flash, I want feel. They need crowd, I appeal to the silence I conceal. The mirror never claps or speaks. They wait for those who last through weeks, and those who quits, who never peaks, who breaks and who still seeks. They sprint loud, I move deep. They quit hard, I upkeep. They burn fast, I reap. The climb they won't keep. I've learned that strength ain't what you show, it's what you hold when you plateau. And pain becomes a steady flow, and time moves painfully slow. They call it madness, I call it art. They lose faith, I restart. They seek in, I take part. Each breath a spark. No song defines this kind of drive. It's born when no one's left alive. When effort's all that can survive. When you move just to revive. They chase dreams, I chase done. They want peace, I want sun. They rest, I outrun their race, I've won. Every lift, write something clear. A mark that only I can steer. No trophy shelf, no cheer. Just mastery drawing near. They talk loud, I act plain. They want praise, I sustain. They fear loss, I gain. They stop my terrain. This isn't power, this is truth. The kind that strips away your youth and leaves behind uncensored proof. That pain can be uncouth. They measure wins, I measure state. They talk goals, I make way. They fade night, I own day. Their drift, my relay. I fail more times than I can count, but each mistake increased the amount of patience I can mount. When life discounts, they want straight, I want steep. They want shallow, I go deep. They quit early, I keep their crash, my leap. Each silence now feels like a drum. Each moment calm before I come to fight again. When all feels numb, that's where the strong are from. They talk legacy, I live mine. They want clear, I redefine. They see line, I climb. Their comfort decline. When dawn breaks through and the world awakes, they'll see the ground that effort shakes. They'll see what endless pressure makes. When mind and muscle both partake, they'll say he worked, I'll say I grew. They'll rest, I'll push for something new. They'll fade, I'll renew. They'll finish my debut.
The ground trembles under my stride. Every breath's a war I won't hide. Pain knocks hard, I let it inside. Turn struggle to strength, multiply my pride. Each lift's a battle, carved in bone. Every drop of sweat a milestone. Every scar a seed I've sown. In soil I've claimed alone. They chase speed, I chase the climb. They want moments, I want time. They seek glory, that won't rhyme. I build legacies, line by line. They rest easy when things get rough. I rise when the past enough. They crack when the weight gets tough. I get sharper, that's my stuff. The grind don't lie, it asks for more. It opens pain like a secret door. Test your soul to its core to see if you'll come back for more. They talk loud, I move clean. They want visible, I want unseen. They want calm,
I won't mean that sprint short, my machine. Every bruise retells a fight. Each setback forged my right. Each failure lit the night till I became my own light. They want ease, I want test. They want comfort, I invest. They need praise, I manifest. That finish, my unrest. The bar don't care how I feel. It's the truth, the raw, the real. It's where focus turns to steel, and the grind becomes ideal. They wait for luck, I create. They plan, I demonstrate. They want now, I cultivate. They're short, my late. I walk through storms without retreat. When pain sang rhythm to my heartbeat, I found calm beneath defeat. Turn fire into concrete. They break down, I rebuild. They quit early, I'm fulfilled. They want instant, I'm skilled. They want half, I'm instilled. The mirror don't show the pain I faced. The nights I stood, the dreams I chased. The walls I broke, the time I erased. The hunger that can't be replaced. They want hype, I want truth. They fake strong, I want proof. They talk ground, I want roof. They chase, I move. Each rep reminds me why I stay, why I choose the harder way, why I train when skies turn gray, why my scars won't decay. They see strength, I see growth. They want half, I want both. They want finish, I want dope. They talk pride, I'm loath. Every lips a line I write. Each rep another fight. Each push a step toward light. Each fall a rewrite. They want ease, I want storm. They play safe, I reform. They need crowd, I perform the norm. My form, the grind ain't loud, a soundless rage. Test repeated page by page. The war of art, a self-made stage. A lifetime inside a cage. They stop at pain, I press on. They faded dust, I see dawn. They look tired, I'm drawn. They rest, I've outgrown. I don't need eyes to validate sweat. The world forgets, I don't forget. Each loss a promise I met. Each victory my mindset. They want comfort, I want scars. They chase fame, I chase stars. They want tears, I want bars. They're limits, mine are Mars. Every bruise upon my rope, every silence a thunder note. Every failure keeps me afloat. Every moment antidote. They want half, I want whole. They need push, I patrol. They see gold, I see roll. They split fade, I control. I live not for show or fame, but to honor the inner flame. To prove that pain and name are two sides of the same. They'll call me mad, I call it art. They'll play safe, I depart. They'll stop half, I'll chart the climb that sets me apart. And when the lights fade low and dim, when the crowd forgets what's within, I'll still grind limb by limb, still burn from deep within. They'll chase finish, I chase start. They'll slow down, I'll restart. They'll lose, I'll impart this fire, my heart.
The gym is quiet before the storm. The weight waits still, the air is warm. Each breath I take becomes reform. Each rep reshapes my form. No talk, no eyes, no need for show. The work is all I need to know. Progress comes in undertow and growth moves slow. I've seen pain up close, eye to eye. It asks who quits and who defies. Strips away the alibi and leave the truth to amplify. They chase spark, I chase flame. They want different, I want same. Consistency's my aim, repetition my name. The mirror shows not strength or size, but patience carved in old and wise. The will to rise when failure tries to pull you back in disguise. They rest when the pain gets loud, I build when I'm not allowed. They seek cheers from the crowd, I seek none, I'm proud. Every weight I've ever lifted, left my mind a little shift. The weakness sifted, the purpose gifted. They chase hype, I chase depth. They want reward, I want rep. They fade short, I've kept my quiet step. Each bruise became a part of me. Each breath rewrote my clarity. Each day the broke prepared me for the self I had to see. They call it work, I call it peace. They call it pain, I call release. They seek and I increase their ease, my lease. The grind don't shout or beg for fame. It burns, repeats, and stays the same. It tests your heart, not your name. It doesn't care who came. They talk strong, I move real. They want fast, I let it heal. They seek and I reveal the process I deal. I've stood alone when moved, when faith was thin and pain improved, when doubt was sharp, but I refused to quit what I had proved. They fear the dark, I walk inside. They slow down, I coincide. They hide, I collide with the tide. Every sense of verse I write, every stream it comes in sight. Each mistake another light. In a long fight, they seek comfort, I seek test. They want more, I want less. They chase noise, I confess their chaos, my rest. The weight don't care what I believe, it only asks will I achieve. When strength begins to leave, will I still breathe? They want easy, I want truth. They want surface, I want proof. They stop short, I uncouth. They're close, my youth. They drop a swear to quiet prayer, to meet the pain and not despair, to learn from strain and still repair, to stand aware. They seek and I seek return. They talk drive, I let it burn. They feel lost, I learn. Each twist I turn. I've walked through failure's open door, felt the weight that broke before and still came back for more. Cause this is what I'm for. They chase crown, I chase
time they waste, hours I built, time they fall back. I prime, then drift my line when all goes quiet and I'm spent. When time feels gone and muscles bent, I smile, it's time well spent. Every drop of intent, they'll stop, here I'll go through. They'll give, I'll renew, they'll fade, I'll pursue until nothing's left to do.
These ain't got it tracking now.
The gym hums low, the lights half dim, the air feels heavy, focus grim. Every sound sharp, every limb, ready for the work within. The bar feels cold, alive with weight, no need for words to validate. Each lift decides my fate, each breath resets the slate. I've learned that strength is built in pause and quiet wars and subtle flaws. Not from cheers or loud applause, but from nights defying cause. They chase finish, I chase flow, they wanna shine, I wanna grow. They fear pain, they'll never know while I make it part of my tempo. Discipline, don't shout or sing, it's a whisper that will sting. A silent vow, a constant ring that turns the struggle into spring. Each rep is more than just a count, it's proof of what I won't discount. The weight's not burden, it's amount of all I've sworn to mount. Some wait for drive to strike it will. I find it quiet, sharp and still. It doesn't beg, it doesn't thrill. It's simply choice and iron will. They rest easy when fire's low. I breathe ash and let it grow there. Calm is where I go to find my steady flow. I failed enough to speak in scars, each one charted like old stars. Every ache expands the bars of who I am and how far. They talk grind, I live it slow. No need for proof or show. That sprint ends where I go, where patience starts to glow. The mirror's not for praise or pride, it's where I meet the self I hide. The weaker thoughts I've set aside, the fear I've learned to override. They live for eyes, I live for breath, for life that outlasts even death. For peace inside the mess beneath, for strength that's quiet, not a theft. Each moment stretched between two beats, where failure bends but never cheats, where sweat replaces all retreats, where pain and purpose finally meet. They dream comfort, I dream craft. They chase seas, I split the path. They look down, I do the math. That calm won't last. Every sound of metal and grind feels like thunder through my mind. Each repetition redesigned, a truth redefined. They fade quick when the test gets long. I hold the weight, I make it song. Their right feels wrong, my wrong feels strong. I stood when nothing made much sense, built patience as my main defense. Turned chaos into confidence and struggle into evidence. They stop at pain's first glance, I treat it like a dance. Every crack, every chance becomes advanced. This life ain't built in rush or flame, it's built in showing up the same when no one's there to call your name. When every set feels tame, they seek finish, I seek try. They fear fail, I defy. They fade out, I apply. I don't dream, I qualify. The grind don't promise, it just waits. It tests your peace, it tests your fates. Each day resets, recreates the edge that motivates. They'll chase flash while I chase frame. They'll seek easy, I reclaim. There ends my aim, there rests my flame. And when it's quiet, no sound, no crowd, no rush, no eyes, no talking loud, I'll stand and shake and I'm bowed. Built from pain, I'm proud, not for others, not for show, but for the self I choose to know. Every lift, every low,